So I'm on the new camera and the new microphone. It does work pretty decent, and actually this camera is not really bad at all. It's more of an upgrade of what I've had before. But anyway, I also bought a light for it too, so I want to play with that for a while and see if the light actually helps out while filming, or it's a waste of money. But we'll just find out later on. But anyway, we don't need it. We got all the lights on here. But anyway, the Bradley. I went back in and I got all the interior in, and I went ahead and I pre-shaded the entire inside of the model, if you can actually see it. And I just didn't follow any lines. I just basically got the crevices and places where I think it should be dark and everything, because a lot of it you're not going to see because you're going to actually see it from the back here. And I went ahead and pre-shaded the door. Early M2s, they actually, the interior color was actually the same color as the door here, but later M2s, it's a sand color, so I'm going to leave that. I'll paint that sand once I get the hole and everything together. But anyway, my most concentration now is the interior, so I got it all pre-shaded, and then I'm going to put in the interior, with the interior color, which is a whitish green. So Bill, thanks to Bill, he mentioned sky, so we're going to go with the sky color. It's a little green. What I'll probably do is I'll put this in, and I'll probably go in and with a little bit of white and just do like the like dead center on the panels, just to get a little bit of definition in there, and then I'll go back in with a paintbrush and paint the seats and all that good stuff. But anyway, that's on the to-do list for either today or tomorrow. And that means I got to paint the whole inside here, paint all through here, and then of course I got to paint, let's just say, like the hatches there. You got to paint the inside of those so you can get them, so you just won't forget. But anyway, we'll jump that bridge when we get there. So I got that pre-shaded, letting that dry. So I went ahead and started sub-assembling the turret here, which not really a whole lot of sanding. I may have to sand a little bit here just to get the glue edges off, because I did clamp it down. But anyway, just a little bit of sub-assembly here and there, and we'll be getting pretty soon to be able to, once that's painted, get the hole on, then we can start adding on the rest of the accessories. So that's what I got on the Bradley. Flash Gordon, I went ahead and I finished him off this morning. I finished the dome, so it's removable. I got one little nick here. It's actually where I basically dropped him and he hit the table, and anyway, gives it character. I'll just leave it like that. I drilled a hole and put a little rod in his foot and got him mounted to the base here, so he won't tip over, and basically a little bit of a 5-minute epoxy, and turned out just really great. Drinking coffee there, and for the backpack, I went with more of a bright red to go with the, just to offset the maroon red. I went ahead and painted the oxygen tanks here black to match the straps. I just thought it looked cool. Then it wiped away the detailer just to give his pants and just a little definition. And I think he turned out great. So I'm going to take him today to the hobby store, and we're going to find out, see if we can sell some kits at the hobby store, because I always like to promote the large scale kits. I think I've always enjoyed them, and I think other people will enjoy looking at them and also buying them to build. I just think they're just a great kit to buy, even any large scale kit. But anyway, next one, if I ever build one for anyone, I'm going to actually fix him. If you see, he's kind of like a little chicken dance going on. His leg needs to be turned, and that's just all it is. When you put him together, this is the way he goes, and I wanted to do it this way just for writing purposes and display. But the next one, I will glue his leg in right, and then I'll have to do some putty work. But anyway, make him straighter. But anyway, that'll be another time. And who knows, we may build one down the road for someone else. But anyway, Flash is done, so I'm going to get him off the bench. That'll be the last time you see him. He'll be at the hobby store. on display. One more drink of coffee. The Creeper Impala. I basically finished it today too. I went back in and just kind of touched up a few areas, shading wise. I went in and painted the trim. It's kind of hard to see. It's kind of one of those you'll have to see like up close. The tail here, I'm not a real big fan. If you watch the show, they had to tie down the trunk here with basically their underwear. And that's the best I can actually do. Might trim it up just a little bit, but I'll leave it at that. It's all it is basically paper towel soaked in rubber cement. So that's pretty close to what I could get. And I didn't want to damage the paint and add an abrasive thing to it, just if it wasn't look cool or anything like that. But I did get the license plates on. Got it on the back. I got it on the front. But I got to explain something though. This is basically, movie was made in roughly 2000, and the license plate. Let me get this one here, right there. Focus. There you go. This is a license plate basically from 1990. The Acme Janitor, Acme Janitor, got them on the mind. Acme license plate, the website that you can make license plates for your scale models. They actually go up to like 1978. So this is basically a late 70s, early 80s plate. And that's the closest I could get, and because I don't do custom decals, I don't know how you go in there and screw with it. So we're just going to have to basically go with this. The numbers and the letters are accurate for the car from the screen caps, but the actual Florida top part on there is just going the way it has to be, just to keep it simple and not. Just want to keep it simple, and you really can't see it in that small scale, and who knows, it could be in there. But anyway, I think it looks great, and I went ahead and painted the lights on there. It's basically a little bit of an off-white just to get rid of the chrome, and there you have it. We got both Creeper tag team here. We got the Creeper truck and the Creeper Impala all finished up. So this will probably be going off the bench today. I'm going to go take it off and put it in a drying spot. I always like to let them dry for a day, and that'll be the last time you all will see the Jeeper Creeper series. The Sonic Disruptor. Basically, the closest color I can get to what it looks like on screen is Tamiya JN Gray. I think it's a little bit of a green color. I think it's almost a perfect match. I got two coats on here, top and bottom. I'm going to let it dry, and then I'm going to go in and basically put a clear coat on it. A couple coats of that so it'll be durable. I always got to mention, though, there's going to be some spots, and I don't know if you can actually see them. There'll be some pinholes throughout. I mean, I tried to get most of them, but they're just the way it is, the way the mold is, and I cleaned it up best I could. Mine will actually look good on camera, and will also look good even in still pictures, so there's no worries there. But anyway, I always got to mention that there will be some pinholes, but anyway, once I get the shine on there, you won't really notice it all, and you really have to just actually get up on it like so, and then you'll see it. But anyway, that's just the way it is. So one more couple coats of clear on here, and we'll hopefully get that all wrapped up, and then that will be done and ready to go on to its home at Starbase Studios in Oklahoma City, which I will put a link in the description so you can check that out. But up next for the Build for Others, we are going to do the Hellcat here. I basically got 10 or 12 more planes to do, and so I just picked one out of the box, and that one tickled my fancy. So we'll do the Hellcat with some custom decals up there, and we'll probably start that probably tomorrow because it is daylight savings time. So we'll just see how well I lose my hour and what mood I am in. But anyway, that's what I got going on. We're getting ready to start the Hellcat, painting the Disruptor, finished up the Creeper Impala for the Creeper truck. finished up Flash Gordon while I take a drink of coffee. Very fun kit. I always said it captures the imagination in styrene, and we are appreciating the M2 Bradley. And I forgot to mention, I left off Carl. I wanted to put Carl in here, but I may do him at a later date. But anyway, I think just for now, I wanted to do the bass with Flash, because I also sell the bass, which is a Brad Hare Productions rocket ship bass, which is available at bradhareproductions.com in the store section. But anyway, maybe one day I'll put Carl in there, and he can have his little buddy to go with him. But anyway, that's what I've got going on today, so stay tuned for the next exciting episode.